I call this Closed Eyes Will See Again. This was originally intended to be spoken on the world stage at the United Nations. Here we go. Here at the United Nations is a shining example of a could-be world united, where each way of life coexists and has a voice. However, your voice sometimes gets lost in translation. I'm here to tell you why, truly, your efforts have fallen upon deaf ears. Because if someone can, they won't. And when you tell someone no, they will find another way. I am here to motivate all into believers of peace, unity. Too many of my brothers are dead on battlefields afar because they believed in you. And so do I. Peace is a wonderful concept in its meaning. To love, to respect, to share, to live alongside differences, in which you have achieved. This concept is in reach now more than ever. How do you get all to see life in the same light? The countries that have riches, that can afford conveniences, with those that have not. With the current conditions that the haves are experiencing now, with the have-nots were living all along. Now the haves can relate in a similar way to the have-nots. With this current view on life shared by all now, all know how it feels to struggle, if not dealt with in the right light, can cause even more hate. However, I see an opportunity to seal the deal with peace as the answer to form one family. Our envy will be your representative. I have such a way to create and sell peace to the masses. All I need you is to listen to my story. No one ever asks us our side of the story, the bringers of destruction caused from your destructive words. Therefore, I'm here to tell a love story surrounded by a tragedy. Me as a Marine, a beast from the sea that comes across the sea. To most countries here, I am a monster, a bringer of death. But let me ask you the first thing that comes to mind. Who's the bigger monster? The bringer of death or those that create or unleash death? That is the power you in this room possess. You can unite each other or cause each other future pains, as I will explain in detail. Today, I am not here as a monster, but as a bringer of light to this dark, dark world we have created. I was a destroyer of hope, and yes, I have destroyed hope. I fought in the illusion that I was protecting my family while preparing to destroy someone else's. And in Iraq, on October 2nd, 2006, I had my hope destroyed. I come from a good family that taught me to respect all, no matter color nor differences in religion. I have fought on and seen nothing but hate. Hate for no other reason than we all think we are right, which equals war. We push, stab, bomb, and crush any that oppose our views. I want to say all are right to a certain extent. Have you ever looked through a kaleidoscope? First, you see with your own eyes one object. Then you look through and see many views of that initial object. So there is hope, because at the base is that initial object. We fight for two reasons. One, because we do not understand one another. No one takes the time to tell nor listen. We each have such an amazing story to tell, but most do not know their own story because of this disconnect. We have to remember where we come from, to know just how far we have come, and to honor those that came before. If we do not learn from their mistakes, we are doomed to repeat them. Also, with communication, or lack of communication, has torn people apart. This lack of communication, there is hatred, but with greater communication, there can be love and hope. So I have told, and I will listen. Our envy will show your idea of many cultures coexisting. And sharing stories about the past, and stories about our children's future. And our children will play, and hate will be no more. In our native, we will set the benchmark. 2 is the battle between the have and the have-nots. The ones that have crush and demolish the have-nots for simply trying to acquire the same thing as the haves. Mostly this happens in the middle of the night with no remorse of insight, meaning reports by the attackers. Mostly this happens in the middle of the night, and only the victims are affected. These acts cause the haves to have at rest. In the Marines, we had a word that haunts most veterans that still have a soul. That soul, or that word, is collateral damage. Collateral damage is when civilians get trapped inside the carnage or kill zone. I talk about what I know. So in the Iraq War, the haves come in with huge toys of mass destruction, which all superpowers do, and are presently, in most countries, as we speak, bringers of death, that crush and destroy everything and everything in their way. When attacked in a town, say 5 fighters of enemies that hide behind a local's house, which were still trapped inside, pay the price of war. So say a tank. That tank fires its cannon at a house, killing all except 2, a terrorist and a 13-year-old boy. Imagine this boy trying to get free from the rubble, only to see his home destroyed and his family in pieces. Can you even fathom what's going through his head? Only to see the one standing around that tank smiling because they thought it was cool to see that house fly to pieces. Years go by. That boy's heart turns black and hate feeds his existence. He finds others of the same and will, by all accounts, be justified for his actions against the takers, which once again falls upon the innocent. That is why and how we have terrorists. It's not too late to stop this fate. We can stop this. We have a choice. Keep fighting because old men bicker while young men die, or we, the people, unite as one. In which we show love. You can hate all you want, but as soon as someone apologizes or comes clean about the blood they have spilt, justice is in reach. In which love is shown, most likely hate will not have presence, and love will be received. We, the people of the world, have been tricked, deceived, for so long that we do not trust each other. We do not care for one another. For most, it has gotten to the point that our own minds deceive us. So I urge you all to close your eyes. Find out who you truly are. And make a plan to get you to where you want to be. When you close your eyes, then and only then will you see the truth. That we are all to blame for this current condition of the world. We can only truly change ourselves, but once again, we all think we are right, so we force our views on one another. We have to stop and think, is this the way my kids are going to act? And what will be left? Please, stop lying to your kids when you tell them they can be whatever they want. Because they will all be janitors, because they will all have to clean up after us. Let's fix our own problems. Let's show our kids a better way. We teach our kids to love, to respect, to have an open heart. Then time passes. We get old. Life doesn't go the way we want it to. Instead of owning up to our own mistakes, we blame others. We hate others. We show others no respect because we settled for less. I am here to tell all that they are not their current condition, that they are not their job, and that hope is being offered today. That love has found you. Whatever past life dramas have happened to you, just remember, love will always find you when you look into your child's eyes. I hope you see all the dreams they have for you. Because you now know that no matter what, love will always find you. Currently, I am training my 3 daughters in survival and leadership because the way things are going, the wild may be the last safe place to live. We can change this. Once again, we have a choice. Do we do our norm, in addition, turn and walk away? Or do we own up? Yes, the truth hurts, but that hurt goes away with recognition and justice will have been reached. We can free this world of hate. This world can be whatever we want it to be. This all starts with you. Your actions affect others, and others affect you. If you start looking at what you do have instead of what you do not, this is the first step in your transformation. My family and I have come up with a way to make people better than they were. We call this process envy. Not to be mixed with envy, because the only people you will find here have made the choice to be better than they were. Envy is a new version of yourself to lose all envy, in which we form that middle ground that this world so desperately needs through the power of love and fun. We can change everything about you. We can eliminate envy. With the elimination of envy, you will be you, only a long-lost version of you that does the right things for the right reasons, even when no one's around. Think about that. When no one's around. I do not see you as you are. I see you for what you could be. Free. Your actions will change the world because others will see your glow. Yes, our envy will glow in the darkness. Once you tried to be someone else, now someone else will want to be you. Today, on 7/11 is the day we start to bleed together. Today is the day we start caring for one another. Today is the day the world stopped blaming each other and owned up for its own misdeeds and looked ahead and charged the future. Together we are unstoppable and can fix the future for our children. We do not have to live in fear anymore. Fear unites some, while bravery unites all. Follow my lead. One of the dreams of any protector is that one day the ones they protect will not need them, meaning find something to fight for. And this is it, my brothers. This is it. Our envy will turn sheep into beasts and beasts into teachers. I will use all of what I have learned to destroy, to rebuild stronger, wiser individuals that will spit fire and blow ice. And encourage others to join and do the same. We will show how a stronger few will lead to a stronger whole. Together we have a future. If we continue to live as if tomorrow was no more, it is not how, but when. When will we destroy one another? Please, let's give our children a chance to view and live in harmony. In the end, we have all one thing in common. We all want love and to show love, and peace we will have. As you leave here today, please think about this as you leave. Anything and everything you do, no matter the size, matters because someone you never met is dead because they believed in you. I hope you are moved by something I said, as I am only one of many that can help start this future of peace and prosperity. I see better days and will do better along the way. I will pick up as many as I can along that way. Please join me as I unite the world into one family. Be the change you are looking for, and change you will have. Today is the day that closed eyes will see again. Thank you, and be safe.